I played Wimbledon. My parents came. My whole family flew in from out of the country. That moment. That was everything. But what is happening in Dubai this week? That's something else entirely. This is not just a tennis story. And it's certainly not just about a 20-year-old trading forehands under the desert sun. What is unfolding at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships feels like a cultural reckoning. One that has been building quietly for months and has now exploded into full view. Across tennis forums. Across sports television. Across social media timelines. One uncomfortable question keeps echoing. Is this racism? That electric tension sits at the center of the storm. The spark. 18-time Grand Slam champion and tennis legend Martina Navratilova. When Navratilova speaks, the sport listens. But this time she wasn't analyzing. She was challenging. The rise they didn't see coming. To understand the outrage, you have to understand who Alexandra Eala really is. Not the simplified label. Not promising Filipino teenager. Not rising WTA prospect. The full story. Alexandra Eala was born in Manila on May 23, 2005, and from the beginning, she carried more than a racket. She carried expectation. She carried representation. Elite women's tennis has long been dominated by Europe, the United States, and Russia. The path for a Southeast Asian player to break through, not just participate, but contend, has historically been narrow and unforgiving. Eala didn't walk that path. She forced it open. In 2022, she captured the girls' singles title at the French Open, becoming the most electrifying junior prospect Southeast Asia had ever produced. Her development at the Rafa Nadal Academy sharpened her game under one of the sport's most disciplined systems. Her athleticism fused with a ruthless competitive instinct. She wasn't just talented. She was dangerous. Then came the professional tour. She stunned the reigning world number one. She defeated Grand Slam champions. She climbed inside the top 40, the highest-ranked Filipina in WTA history. This is no longer potential. This is arrival. The movement behind her. Wherever Eala plays, she brings something rare in tennis. A movement. Filipino fans don't just attend. They mobilize. At the Australian Open earlier this year, supporters camped overnight for seats. Arenas vibrated with chants of Laban Alex. Fight. Alex. Flags. Face paint. Songs. Energy that shook stadium rafters. By every measurable metric, ticket sales, merchandise, digital engagement, Eala is box office gold. Which is why what happened next felt impossible to ignore. Despite her ranking, despite her victories, despite her commercial draw, she was repeatedly placed on secondary courts, outer courts, limited seating, fans locked outside. Meanwhile, center court showed visible empty seats during other matches. To her supporters, the pattern didn't feel accidental. It felt systemic. Navratilova publicly questioned the logic. So did former world number one Lindsay Davenport. When legends of that stature raise concerns, it's no longer background noise. It becomes accountability. And once the word racism entered the conversation, it couldn't be pulled back. Was there bias? Was there an unspoken hierarchy favoring traditional tennis nations? Was Southeast Asia still viewed as secondary? Fans decided Dubai would be the breaking point. Then she started winning. Amid the noise, Eala did the only thing that matters in sport. She won. Her dismantling of sixth-seed Jasmine Paolini was fearless. A 6-1 opening set that felt like a statement to the entire tour. Paolini fought back. The second set went to a tiebreak. Eala missed match points. A younger player might have unraveled. She reset. She closed. The crowd erupted. This wasn't a fluke. This wasn't hype. This was a star stepping into inevitability. Center court. Finally. Under mounting pressure, tournament organizers moved her to center court. The symbolism was impossible to miss. Across the net stood Coco Gauff, Grand Slam champion, global star, and representative of the sport's established elite. The matchup felt cinematic. An American icon of the present versus a rising force from a nation long underrepresented in tennis power circles. The Philippines, 110 million people watching. The WTA watching. Navratilova watching. And Eala. She wasn't overwhelmed. She was ready. Bigger than tennis. History gives us moments when sport becomes symbolism. Jesse Owens in Berlin. Naomi Osaka in New York. Manny Pacquiao rising from poverty to global icon. Those weren't just victories. They were statements. Eala's story is still being written. She is only 20. But this week in Dubai feels larger than rankings. It is about visibility. About opportunity. About what happens when an athlete refuses to be sidelined and wins anyway. She once said the happiest moment of her life was winning Wimbledon, even when her family couldn't be there to share it. In Dubai, they're watching. The stadium is full. Filipino flags everywhere, YouTube press conferences pulling massive global numbers. This isn't just growth. It's ignition. And whether the establishment was ready or not, Alexandra Eala is no longer asking for the spotlight.